What's up, YouTube? Today on the channel, I got this weird compulsion to play Loki again. Since the card was taken down to a 1-drop, it doesn't see as much play. So I started thinking, where would it make sense? Like, what is the good backup plan for a Loki deck these days? So what I ended up coming up with was Victoria Hand. Now, obviously Victoria Hand does not work with Loki exactly, but the cards that I wanted in my Loki deck did work with Victoria Hand if I don't see Loki. So it ends up becoming usually one or another, sometimes a hybrid depending on when I play the Loki, but let's get into the elevator pitch. So this deck ends up having one of two plans. Either we're going to play Loki basically turn one and then we just try to outdo the opponent's deck with a cheaper cost deck of theirs, or we end up just playing things like, can you believe it, Mad Thinker, Quinjet, and then bunch of hand generators, play out Vicky, Eson even, for bringing down the cards we create, and just go all out from there with a little bit of Cosmic Ghost Rider for disruption. Doesn't seem like it should work at all, but it kinda does. Let's take a look at the card by card. You may be thinking, is this deck any good at all? It's not bad. I mean, I ended up with a 12-9 record in this set of games, but over different testing with the deck, I ended up well over 55%, which I think is good. I was playing in top 5,000 Infinite, and by the end of this deck video, I end up just above 4,000. So in the 3,000s in Infinite with this deck. It's not a meta deck or anything like that, but it can get the job done. If you like this style of deck, just kind of weird, a little bit out there, go ahead and give a subscribe if you can. I'm working my way up to 1,000 subscribers, hoping to one day get to the creator program as I do this in my spare time. Let's take a look at all these cards in order, starting off with Loki. We're just trying to make Loki work again. I mean, sometimes we get the right matchup, we play Loki right away, and it turns out really, well. Sometimes it just brings up a null that ends up beating them, or an Annihilus in the matchup against Clog. That can be really good. Affliction, you get the Luke Cage, so yeah, I mean, it's not the Titan it once was, but Loki can still win games. And if you don't see Loki, let's talk about all the other cards. Mad Thinker. I threw Mad Thinker in kind of as a joke to myself. This card is obviously pretty terrible, but I found my hands kept getting clogged up, and I would clog it with Kate Bishop and then Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, and I thought, man, I wish I had a little bit of a payoff for that. And if we're not playing the Loki route, Mad Thinker comes in, and sometimes this card can get up to a 1/6, 1/8. Not amazing, but that helps when we're just trying to look for little edges. So this card's not worth picking up, but if you have it, slot it in, give it a shot. Quinjet is obviously very good in both plans. It's great in the Loki plan, it's great in the Victoria Hand plan. This card just is an auto include. It makes all your creative cards cheaper. What else could you really need to know about Quinjet? This is an interesting card. This is one of those cards that swings both ways. We are playing Zombie Mr. Fantastic because of his activate ability. The Horde is a nice little bonus. Sometimes you get into locations you can't otherwise, but there are no other Horde cards in this deck. Which I think is a cool place to land. This card can still be a 2/8 for you pretty easily. You're usually going to have 4 created cards that don't have to be Vicky cards. They can be Loki cards. So I think this card is definitely a staple in this particular hybrid matchup. Hawkeye Kate Bishop is just great with Victoria Hand. It's a great card in general. People don't play it quite as much now that Merlin's around and some other good 2-drops. But Kate Bishop is still amazing. The arrows are still game-winning sometimes. The acid arrow is so good. And that grapple arrow can move you into locations when people don't see it coming. So those arrows obviously get a lot bigger when Victoria Hand comes down. Iron Patriot, you're looking to, generate more cards in this deck, make them cheaper. This does an even bigger job of that. You're usually a pretty decent priority deck with 3 1-drops, several 2-drops, some high-quality 3-drops. Like, and by that I mean Agent Coulson. But you can play a 2 and a 1. Iron Patriot often gets you the discount on the card, and as we all know, that's powerful. Victoria Hand is a very, very good card. We're not playing it with anything like Frigga or Prodigy to double its bonus, but sometimes locations let you do that, and if not, it's just a good card to play at the end of the game when you have a bunch of creative cards on board and just surprise your opponent, kind of blow them out a little bit, and that's why Vicky's here. Agent Coulson, Obviously, he's going to bring you 2 more created cards. Oftentimes, the 4 and 5 drops are pretty darn good. They can be also 3 and 4 drops when Quinjet's down. This card's just doing what we want. It's adding cards to our hand. Maybe this deck wants a way to play Kahori. I don't know. That's something I could consider. But in the meantime, in the 4-drop slot, I have Nick Fury. He's just doing the Coulson job, but more, giving you some 6 drops. I think that this card is here mainly because of Isan. If we weren't playing Isan, I might slot in Kahori instead, but we want to make sure we have targets for our Vicky and targets for our Isan, and that's why Nick Fury's here. Plus, I got this really amazing split recently, and had to play it because of that. Cosmic Ghost Rider, this deck has no tech without it. Shang-Chi's a consideration, but honestly, it's so bad now with the nerf and only hitting 1 card that I think Cosmic Ghost Rider does more of what we're looking for. This card hits a lot of the meta. It takes out Bullseyes and Dracula and Iron Man and ongoing cards, end of turn cards. It's just very good. So I think Cosmic Ghost Rider is a card where you're looking for a tech piece. This is a bunch of tech pieces in one, and it's all we have room for, so there's CGR. Mockingbird, with the sheer amount of creative cards we have, this can often be a 2-cost, so a 2/9 is really good. Sometimes if you go crazy, it can be 0, especially if you get help from like raptors or, you know, squirrels from locations. So I think Mockingbird is just something we need to fit in our curve at the end of the game. And finally, Isan. This card has not seen a ton of play since its first week when it was pretty darn good, but I think that we're bringing enough big created cost cards into our hand, thanks to Nick Fury and Coulson, that Isan's really a great thing to drop down, sometimes alongside Mockingbird at the end of the game, to just do a huge burst of power. And it's surprisingly won me quite a few games when we don't get the Loki plan. Sometimes even when we do, because it also works with those Loki cards. But that's the deck. I just realized I didn't show the deck list during like I planned to do, but we'll get that fixed for next time. In the meantime, check out these really fun top 5,000 infinite gameplay highlights. If we're going to play Iron Patriot, I imagine they'll play into Stark Industries, so let's instead go right. Maybe this is Zombie Galacti. Surge. Definitely feels like a buff. Yeah, there it is. Zombie Galacti. Alright. Let's see what we can do. I'm not sure we want a Loki, but we have nothing else to play. Figured they wouldn't combat Feast. Okay. I guess we'll just Nick Fury. Eliath. Alright, so if they Wong Shuri over here, I'll know I can Eliath there on turn 7. That feels pretty good. So let's go like a Nimrod, Sasquatch. Why don't we go Nimrod, Fanta? No, just let's. Okay. Stop. Let's just Spectrum. We gotta make sure we're grabbing priority before this Shuri play. Gwenpool, okay. That's harder to combat. Now we don't know where exactly they're gonna Galacti. Go here. Here? Maybe they'll telegraph it. I would love a Shuri. Okay. So, yeah, just Eliath should win. We have priority. And we'll lose that lane, so we'll just stack a little bit elsewhere. Go here. I guess we go Wong, Forge, that. Okay. As long as this isn't something. Sorry, sir. Considering throwing Mad Thinker into the altar. But since we have Hawkeye, let's just keep him. Okay, good for a Mockingbird. Let's play Hawkeye, Kate here. Next turn we can go Coulson, or we can do Quinjet Arrows. Grapple Arrow's good, we can get into altar with that. Okay. I kind of want to go stupid here. It's Loki into altar. Okay. So they're going to be able to Mercury into there. Isan's tempting, but I kind of want to make sure I keep my grapple arrow. So I think I'm just going to build a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. Hey, we got our own Mercury from them. Got the Grapple Arrow Spider-Man 2099 combo. It's pretty cool. Now we're all Mercuried up. That's unfortunate. I wonder if they have some way to location control. They do. Alright, I think we might have snuck that out then with the Isan play. pretty awesome. They just play Storm naturally? I guess Mad Thinker it is. We should have enough things to fill up Mojo World, so I'll start over here. I guess we'll go Iron Patriot. Sandbar, not our best friend. Not a friend of this deck. Well, let's see what we can do with it. Okay. Opponent still's not played anything. I mean, I guess I'll just throw out Zombie Reed. Wonder if they're just like baiting us into snapping. Moon Knight. What is it gonna hit? Isan. Okay. Kinda just wanna play Nick. Let's do it. Sandbar is not going to affect these exactly until we play Quinjet. I got an Isan back. Okay. Thank you. Let's play... Let's play Captain Marvel and Vicky and Quinjet. Okay. Strong guy. It's big lane. It's going to be bigger. Okay, I'll be right up.
You better come.
Alright, I'll be right up. Okay. Okay. Is that enough? Yeah. Nice. Dad? Okay, what do we got? Mad Thinker. Sure. Okay. I guess we're just going Vicky. Usually I'm against banishing in Hotel Inferno. It just gets them closer to what they need. But they're playing something weird anyway. Luna. Okay. Get that buff on our Coulson. It's kind of cool. Could just Nick Fury. Let's do it. Oh. Galactus. That'd be really fun. Is Khazar in the deck? No. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Do we go for the Galactus? They're going to have a lot of energy. A lot of energy. So I don't think we can anymore. I mean, who says we can't? You know? Who says? Who says we can't? Who says? That was such a stupid play, but we'll take it. Looks sick with the purple crackle. Thanks to Nick Fury. Okay. Wiccan deck. Let's press Hala here. Interesting. Let's just push our luck here. We're going to put a lot of power into Hala. Wave. Interesting. Okay. Oh, alright. Take it. Definitely playing Quinjet. That's good. I don't really want the Horde there. I didn't really want it there either, but okay. Coulson. Okay, they're eating pretty good. Oh. Okay. Stinks. It's pretty good, Dracula, with what we have in hand. Thought maybe they're going to change the location there. Okay. Nice, we didn't fill up a lane. What am I missing? Iron Patriot is actually here. It's just not showing up as being actually there. It's an annoying bug. Okay. Just a stack here. And let's see. That's null. Okay, we should win this. Cool. Do we want to go Mad Thinker or do we want to go Loki? I'm all in on Loki. Let's go. Give it to you too. You can have it. Would have preferred to keep that, but okay. It was a lockjaw. That's that War Machine deck that I played against earlier. It must be a thing. But now I have War Machine, so it will stick. We got your War Machine. I'll even snap you back. Okay. That's fine. We play this here. Think so. We should be way ahead. Especially now. Play this here so we hopefully keep the Galactus buff. You have War Machine too. Just Infinite. Vision. Okay. Yeah. Let's go Loki right now. Wow. Okay. Let's do it. Danger, huh? I'm gonna Coulson instead. Okay. Goose. Let's go Nick. And Vibranium. Yeah.
I still believe in heroes.
Okay. Interesting. I go danger, right? Do we Loki again? We just leave that go. Let's leave it go. Can't Isan. We can do it over here. Yeah, cool. Okay. We were waiting. I'm gonna go ahead and get some arrows, I think. Even though it fills us up. Acid arrow. Vicky. Seems pretty good. Seems good enough to snap. Got one of our arrows, right? Yeah. Let's go grapple Vicky over. They could be playing an acid arrow over here. Okay. Is this an Annihilus deck? No. Doesn't seem like it. Let's see. Okay, good. Misery. Interesting. Did I get it done? I think so. Yeah. Alright, got under 4,000. So those were the games. I really hope you enjoyed them. This deck is fun. I was just looking for something fun to play. I don't think it's something I'm going to use to climb to Infinite next season, but we'll see. If you are interested in these videos, like I said, please go ahead and give a subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I'd love to show you my deck guides coming up. I got some really fun ones brewing. If you are also interested, I was a guest host on, or guest, I don't know what the word would be. I was a guest on the Snap Judgments podcast. It was a lot of fun alongside Glazer, if you know him, Lauren Whatevs, and Nick the Greek Geek. So check that out. If you want, I'll link it down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.